So hi guys, yes, I'm back living in the same shirt again. I've been wanting to tell the story so bad for so long, but at the time it happened, what? I didn't say anything about you crazy cat. Okay, I'm sorry guys. She always has to be in my videos, especially when I'm sitting at this table. I didn't say Raven, you crazy cat. Anyway, I've been waiting to tell the story for so long, but when it first happened, I didn't share it because, I was scared. And this is not clickbait. Like, somebody literally broke into my house. And it wasn't a random stranger. I knew him. My family knew him. Because he used to live in the house that's, like, behind us. And, so we knew him personally. And my dad believes he stole from us because he needed money for drugs. So, let's just get into the story time. So, the first thing that I kind of noticed, though, is I had a dream about someone trying to break in when I was home alone at night, which that never happened, thank God. And I remember waking up from this dream and being so scared, like this was actually going to happen. Then it did actually happen. So, let's go into a little bit more backstory first, like I always do, and like everybody else does in story times. So, my dad had literally grown up like this child. I mean, he's not a child anymore, but this man, my dad was like a second dad to him. He would take him, not hunting, but fishing and shooting guns and stuff, which they weren't doing it illegally. They were doing it where like they could actually not hurt anybody. You know what I mean? Sorry, that makes it sound like they're bad people. They're not. But anyway, so yeah, they would go do stuff together. My dad would take him to movies and take him out to eat and all this stuff. And I don't know how he turned out like this. Anyway, so sorry, my underarm itches. So I forgot to add some more context and stuff. Sorry, forgetting stuff. So, the days leading up to him robbing us, which he stole my dad's guns, by the way, to sell to whoever. So, he had come by, like 2 or 3 weeks before he robbed us. And he was acting very fidgety and very nervous, and he looked like hell because he had been on drugs. You could tell he was on drugs. So, he was asking for like a tire iron, and he was asking me where it could be, and I was like, I have no idea. I don't know where it's at. So he calls my mom and asks her, and she don't know. And then I think he calls my dad and asks him where the tire iron was, and I think my dad told him, and then he got the tire iron and did something, whatever he needed to do, and then he left. Like, I guess obviously fixing his tires, but anyway. I think that main reason was because he was trying to scout out our house to see if anybody was home. And I had been home at the time. Because I don't think I had my job yet that I had, like, a little while ago. I don't think I had that job yet. And anyway, so I woke up that morning, the morning he robbed us. I woke up that morning, and my dad was taking me to spend the day with my granny. So I went over to her house, and we had some fun and stuff. Well, when we got home, my dad was so pissed because he went into that bedroom and noticed that his guns were missing. So he called the police, and they came out, and they did, like, fingerprinting and stuff. And my dad told them who he suggested it was. So I'm getting ahead of myself. So the police had to come out, and they showed us how he had gotten in, and his friends, whoever they were. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, like, his druggy wife was in the car with him that day he came over to our house. Kat, do you mind? I'm trying to film a video. Sorry, she's always wants to be in the video. She wants to be a star, too. I'm joking. We're not stars. We're just people. Well, I'm just a person. She's just a cat. But she's my baby. But anyway, let me get back to the story. I'm sorry, like, she keeps distracting me. She's so cute. So anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah, I went to spend the day with my granny. We got home. My dad noticed that his safe had been broken into and that some of his guns were missing. And just FYI, some of his guns are still missing to this day because he never got all of them back because he broke into our house and stole my dad's guns. Raven, don't knock my camera over. Or my phone, I should say. And stop trying to get in the video. So yeah, he still hasn't gotten all of them back. But he got most of them back, which is good. So yeah, he called the police and they took down they took down everything that my dad was telling them. He took down everything that he was telling them, and he's like, yeah, I suspect it's the person that used to live behind our house or whatever. So yeah, I can't remember exactly. Like, they showed us how he got in to our house, which we have extra locks now. I'll show you that in a minute. So he would like pick our bottom lock, since that's the only one we could lock from the outside. And yeah, he broke in that Friday, and luckily I wasn't home. I don't think he would have hurt me if I was home, but still, I just don't know, honestly. Like, he probably would have hurt me. I don't know. And there's been a few times where I noticed like the door was cracked open, or I thought I heard somebody open the door and then close it. But it could be just me imagining things. I really don't know, but it could have been him trying to break in more than once. And when he finally realized that I wasn't going to be at home, he decided to break in. Because I'm pretty sure he was scouting to see if anybody was home that day. And he found me that one day, like the 2 or 3 weeks before he broke into our house. And that Friday, he had gotten a little bit lucky because I wasn't home. I was with my granny. So after that, I don't think they fingerprinted the night they came to our house. Actually, I think it was the next day, this lady officer, she was a real sweet woman, by the way. She came and did fingerprinting, and I had to kick Randy out of the house because he was barking, and Randy does bite. So yeah, that wouldn't have been good if Randy bit her while she was there. He was trying to bite the crap out of me and stuff. So she was doing some fingerprints, and I think they were wearing gloves. So she never could technically identify like gloves or something, like the fingerprints. Sorry, not the gloves, the fingerprints or anything. Oh, I forgot something. That morning, the night before, my dad had called. We'll just call him Peter. He had called Peter the night before, and he told Peter, like, if you don't return these guns, you're gonna go to jail, and blah, 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 and stuff. And the next morning, there was guns wrapped in a blanket on our driveway, at the end of our driveway. So he had given some of them back, but he had sold most of them at this point. And like I said, luckily they found some of the guns. And my dad would like call in and check up on the case and see what's going on. And this man can never come to our house again. Peter can never come to our house again. He can't contact my dad. Like, my dad says, he's like, if he comes on our property, he's trespassing. So he's never allowed on our property again. And the fact that we knew him and he stole from us was really effed up. He was like a neighbor, and he was like somebody I grew up with personally. Like, he wasn't my age. He was like a few years older than me. But he loved my dad back in the day, so I don't understand why he would do this. But yeah, that's the story of how he broke into our house. Excuse me. And I'll add another story. I was going to film it as a separate video, but I think it's too short. So he also stole from his mom, and I'll explain that, okay? This is super heartbreaking and horrible. And the one thing is that his dad even knew he stole his mama's ring and that he broke into our house and stole the guns because he was on drugs. He was on dope. He actually got kicked out of his dad's house which is behind us back there. So I'll just get into this next little story time. So his mom had sadly passed away, and we were at her funeral, and this was, I think, before he, like, stole from us, I think. So I had given him a hug and told him how sorry I was for his loss. Well, it turns out that I think maybe his dad noticed his mom's ring missing, so he had stole her wedding ring, right, at her funeral, which is so fucking disrespectful and just so horrible. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cuss, but, like, how can you do that to your mom? Like, his mom was always getting him out of trouble. His mom was just such a nice person, and I don't understand how he could do that to his mom. So, yeah, and I'm tearing up thinking about it because she was such a lovely person, and I miss her so much. She was so nice. And, yeah, even his dad was like, yeah, he stole his mother's ring, and he probably stole your guns, because besides me and my mom, he knew where all the guns were hidden. Even the one that was under my dad's mattress, which I don't know why there's a gun under there, don't ask me. But yeah, he had a gun hidden under his mattress. But the good thing is he didn't get the one behind the door. And then we also had one over here, but that one's probably back in my dad's room. I'm surprised he didn't see that one over there. I guess he was so drug infused that he didn't even notice. Well, actually, it might still be there. I don't know. So, yeah, he stole a lot. He stole a lot. He stole from his mom. He stole from us. Like, how can you be so heartless and steal stuff from people like that? I could understand if, like, maybe you're a kid and you don't know that it's wrong. But he knew what he was doing. He knew it was wrong. So, I'm just going to show you the locks real quick, because that's pretty much the whole story. It's super short. Like, I never actually saw him steal the ring, but his dad told us that he stole his mother's wedding ring while she was, fixing to get buried, like at his mother's funeral. Like, how can you be so freaking stupid and heartless? But anyway, sorry, I'm trying to keep it together. So my dad installed like better locks on this door, because we used to not be we still can't lock this from, well, actually we can lock it from the outside. We have a key and we lock this from the outside so nobody can get in. I think he got in because he could pick the bottom lock, which now nobody can do that. And we still have like our other one and like the chain and stuff. So nobody's breaking in here now. And the fact is that we knew this person, and thankfully he's never allowed to go on our property anymore. And the thing is, my dad still cares for him as a person, I guess, because we saw him one day. I guess this is like another little mini story time. So we saw him at the gas station one day when my mom needed like gas in her car or something. I'd never rolled my window down because I was like, I'm still so pissed at you for what you did. Like, you hurt my dad so badly by, stealing his shit. But my dad walked up to him and was talking to him for a few minutes and even gave him a hug, which I thought he was going to punch him in the face. So, yeah, I thought he was going to punch him in the face. Honestly, I would have. Because what a douchebag for stealing from people. But he just gave him a hug, talked to him for a little while, and then walked back to our car, and we left. I don't know what he said to him. I'm sure he said something, but I forgot. This has been a while ago, like 5-6 years ago. Excuse me. And I kind of forgot about it, and then I just all of a sudden randomly started thinking about it again, because, excuse me, I'm still angry about it. Like, how could you do that? You knew who we were. My dad was like your friend, like one of your best friends growing up, because our parents were super, super close. So I just don't understand how he could do that, And, you know, his parents were really, really cool. They weren't entirely strict. His dad was a little bit more strict. His mom wasn't as strict. So maybe that's why he thought, well, now that my mom is gone, I can do whatever I want and won't get any consequences, which he was sadly mistaken, because he got arrested, and some of the other people that he sold them to, they got arrested, and my dad got some of those guns back. Not all of them, though, sadly. But anyway, this is all for today's video. I'm sorry I sound so weird. I think allergies and the gunk in my throat is really affecting me. Like, I was coughing the other day and I swore I thought I was going to throw up, but I didn't. I just don't understand how he could. I still don't understand how he could steal his mother's wedding ring like that. It's so disgusting. Yeah, you think so too, kid? She probably thinks so too. And the day that he broke in, we didn't have Randy, because if Randy would have been in this house, he would have been tearing into Peter, because my dog isn't the friendliest to strangers or other people in general. He likes certain people, like he does. He loved my mom's brother when they were down. He loved my mom's brother, so. Sorry. So it's a shame that Randy wasn't in the house at the time, or it's sadly, if Taylor would have been around, he would have also torn into Dalton. Oh shit, I said his real name. Oh well, he'll probably never see this anyway, and nobody will probably figure it out. Sorry, I'm kind of rambling a little bit because I'm remembering some things. But yeah, he did get arrested, so that's the good thing. And I think he has a restraining order against him by my dad, and charges were pressed, so he can never come to our property again. And I don't think my dad will ever invite him over ever again. But the thing is, I had a dream. Okay, so I had a dream about him one night, and him and his girlfriend or wife or whoever, they had come to our house, and he was going to watch a movie or something at our house, and I'm like, but he's not supposed to be here. He's really not. He's not supposed to be here, so why is he here? Obviously it was a dream though, so yeah. I can make a whole video about my dreams because they're so weird. Like, I've had a lot of weird dreams. Let me know if you want that down below. But anyway. So yeah, he got his consequences, and now we're all just trying to move on. But it's so hard. Because after the first few days, I was terrified to be home alone. Like, I hated it. But I've gotten over that since then, and I love being home alone. So that's a good thing, I guess. And the good thing is he did get some of his guns back. But we still don't know who was with them when he broke in, because my dad thinks that there was some other people that were probably in our house helping him steal stuff from us. So I don't know for sure. I'm pretty sure probably his wife or girlfriend or whoever at the time. She probably was one to help steal stuff, and maybe 2 other people, because I think his car could fit 4 people. So he probably had 2 other people come and help him out. And my dad described his girlfriend as a sour face looking woman. Like, she just had a sour face on her, sour look on her face. So yeah, I don't know. I still don't know a lot. Like, my dad would still keep in contact with, the law enforcement to see if they found his guns or anything. I think he said he got all but 2 guns back, I believe. One was from his dad, which my grandpa Burger passed away way before I was born, and I know that hurt my dad so much because he loved my grandpa Burger so much, and I don't understand how anyone could do that, especially to someone they care about. So yeah, I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.